we are asked to solve this radical expression, or in other words, SOD. Okay. So what we're going to do is pretty much simple. Okay. We're going to rationalize these SODs or radical expression using the conjugate of the denominator. So the conjugate of the denominator is the square root of 6. Instead of minus, we use the opposite, which is plus the square root of 3. So we're going to use this conjugate to multiply both the numerator and the denominator, right? So that gives us, that helps us to rationalize these radical expressions we have, right? So let's begin with this. We have 4 root 6 plus 2 all over root 6 minus root 3. Then we multiply with the conjugate, which is root 6 plus root 3 all over root 6 plus root 3. All right. So let's simplify further. Root 6 plus 2. Remember multiplying this. Root 6 plus root 3. Then all over, we have root 6 minus root 3. Then we have root 6 plus root 3. Now, mind you, whenever you multiply a radical with its conjugate, you're going to have a whole number. So the essence of all this is to remove this radical from the denominator. All right. So that at the end of it all, we're going to have a whole number at the denominator. Is that okay? So now let's simplify. This times this, you have 4 times 6. And this times this, you have plus 4 into bracket 6 times 3. Because root 6 times root 3 will give you root 6 times 3. Or let's just go ahead and times root 3. Right? Then we are done with this. We get to this. This times this, you have a plus 2 root 6. And this times this, we have a plus 2 root 3. Everything divided by this times this, we have 6. Root 6 times root 6 will give you 6, because root 6 times root 6 will give you root 36, and root 36 will give you 6. All right. So instead of passing through that long process, whenever you have a radical having the same number in it, if both radicals multiply, the result or the answer is that number. Okay. So root 6 times this, you have plus root 6 times root 3. This times this, you have minus root 6 times root 3. And this times this, you have minus 3. Okay, so now let's simplify. 4 times 6, you have 24. Then you have plus, this gives you 4 root 6 times 3 plus 2 plus 2 root 6 plus 2 root 3 all over this. We have 6 plus this times this, you have root 6 times 3, which gives you root 18, minus root 6 times 3 as well, and minus 3. All right. So the next thing we need to do, we simplify further. Here we have 24 plus 4 root 18 plus 2 root 6 plus 2 root 3, then divided by, this gives you 6 root 6 plus root 18 minus root 18 and minus 3. This we cancel this, plus root 18 we cancel out minus root 18. All right. So we have left 24 plus root 18 can be broken down as a perfect square 9 and 2, right? So we have 4 into brackets, or let's just say 4, 9 times 2 will give us 18, plus 2 root 6 plus 2 root 3 all over 6 minus 3, you have 3. All right. Now we can further break this down as 24 plus 4 multiply by root 9, multiply by root 2, because we share this root when you're multiplying, then plus 2 root 6, plus 2 root 3, all over 3, right? So root 9 is 3, and then that 3 times 4, we have 12, so we have 24 plus 12 root 2 plus 2 root 6 plus 2 root 3 all over 3, right? So the next thing we'll have to do is to share this denominator to each of these terms, all right? So we have 24 over 3 plus 12 root 2 over 3 plus 2 root 6 over 3 plus 2 root 3 over 3. This will go into here, you have 4. This will go into here, we have 8, right? So finally, we have 8 plus 4 root 2 plus 2 root 6 over 3 plus 2 root 3 over 3. So this gives us our answer. The simplified form of this radical expression is this. Is that okay? Bye-bye.